Don't give me excuses about you can't do this, you can't do that, and you're too young, and you're too sheepish. Think about how many people in the Bible started off with, I can't do that. Abraham was too old. My wife is barren. You can't give me a kid. A whole bunch of people in Israel got a whole different opinion of that. Jacob was a conniver, deceitful, swindled his dad. You're going to make me prince with God? That's what Israel means when he changed his name. Moses said, you can't possibly expect me to lead 1 million plus people out of Egypt. There's Pharaoh. There's the armies. I stutter. I've got a speech impediment. As a matter of fact, Aaron, who winds up becoming the right hand to Moses because Moses kept making these excuses. God gives into him and gives him Aaron, but he didn't want Aaron to be that person. Moses was supposed to speak and declare. Because it's in my weakness God's power is made perfect. Where my human strength ends, that's where God's power begins. That's why it's the foolish things of this world that God uses to confound the wise. He's going to set it up where it makes no sense. Why would you choose a stuttering person like Moses? Because it's not his word. He's just going to get my word out. And with my word, there's power. With my word, plagues will come. And not only will plagues come on the Egyptians, it'll stop in Goshen so it won't touch my people. Do you know that God has the ability to separate the plague from what will touch the children of God from what will touch everybody else? He said even when the death of the firstborn came, a foreshadowing of what Jesus would do later in the New Testament, he said, put the blood over the doorpost of your home. And the death angel going to pass over. Think about how many times somebody said they couldn't. And God said, no, that's exactly why I want to use you. And then he tells Jeremiah, this is where we're going to go in on prayer. Then the Lord reached out his hand and touched my mouth and said to me, I'm praying tonight that God's going to touch your mouth with authority. He's going to literally touch your mouth so that an anointing of authority will come. So that when you open up your mouth, you won't just be praying long prayers like the Pharisees did that didn't do nothing. But you'll understand that your tongue can be like a double-edged sword separating bone from marrow and soul from spirit. He touched his mouth. And when he touched his mouth, here's what he said. Now I have put my words in your mouth. See, today I appoint you over nations and kingdoms to uproot and tear down, to destroy and overthrow, to build and to plant. Some of us need to shift our perspective to understand God has already appointed you over nations and kingdoms. You are not subject to the kingdoms and the nations of this earth. Now, that does not mean that we don't honor the laws of the land. Here's what it does mean. It means at the end of the day, my citizenship in heaven outranks my citizenship on the earth.